Hey gang, welcome to the Taylor Boys Outdoors. I'm going to show you today how I do my Varroa checks, and um, it's not always popular to talk about Varroa, but it's very important. We have one main nemesis in the beekeeping industry, and it's Varroa Destructor, and that's the scientific name, and it's a Varroa mite, and it's the equivalent of having a chihuahua under your armpit. It's a huge mite. It's tough on the bees, and worse than that, the mites vector viruses and disease to the bees. So this is how I do it. This isn't a how-to. This is just how I do, and I hope you can learn something. Come on in. All right, I found what I'm looking for, which is a frame with open brood. I'm gonna bring this in and see if we can. They may not cooperate. But if you look into the cells, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's open larvae in here. And what I'll do, give them just a little bit more smoke. I've got a container here that I'm going to shake the bees into. I'm going to double check one more time to make sure I do not see the queen. It's very important, as I'm sure you can guess why. To not kill your queen. So I'm double checking again. I don't have this queen marked, I don't think. But this is the frame you want to get, the one with nurse bees on it. The nurse bees are the ones that the Varroa hang around, because the Varroa wants to get under the cappings so they can raise their own young. Nurse bees don't fly. They can fly, but they typically will not fly. So I'm just double and triple checking that I do not see my queen. And what I'm gonna do is let these ladies spread out so I can look for the queen real good. And I'm pretty sure we don't have a queen in here. So now all you need is a half a cup. A half a cup is roughly 300 bees. I've got my solution here, and here's the top. I'll quickly euthanize these bees. And I never like to shake it over the colony. So the bees are euthanized in a Varroa Easy Check. I put the rest of the nurse bees back, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, here's the Varroa Easy Check, and see that right there? Those are all mites. Our mite load is really jumping. The solution I used is, I went ahead and closed the hive up. We are in a severe dearth, and I don't want a bunch of robin to break out. So my solution I used, I borrowed Randy Oliver's idea of 1 tablespoon in a gallon of water of Dawn Ultra, and it really releases the bees well. It's only a fraction of the cost of alcohol. Some people are dead set on using alcohol, to each his own, but this is what I do. So this hive has got to be treated. I hate to treat in this weather. It's August 3rd and it is hot. But at any rate, give me a second and I'll show you how we treat. All right, y'all, here's what I treat with. It's Apogard. The active ingredient is thymol. It's uh, it's really hard on the bees, so what I do is I give a half a dose of that. Um, the regular dosage is 50 grams, 2 times a week apart. So what I do is I give them 25 grams, and I do it 3 or 4 weeks, 1 week apart. And I do it in intervals. So pop this back off. With a rim under it, so it works well for feeding pollen patties, which I'm not big on, especially this time of year. And treating with thymol. So that's what I'll do, and I'll come back in a week and give them another half a dose, and the same for about a month, and it really works on the mites. It is hard on the queen. It's hard on the queen, but mites are harder. And I know you get tired of hearing this, but you really need to check your mites. You need to treat for them some way or another. Whether you are treatment free or not, I don't care. That's up to you. It's your bees, but you need to have some sort of mechanism for reducing the mites and getting them under control, because if you don't, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. So it's just a little small out yard I have here. And the way it looks, they're all gonna be treated. I'm gonna give them a check. Some of them are nukes, so nukes are more susceptible to absconding with the Apogard. So at any rate, I appreciate y'all watching. Treat your mites. Have a good day, and if you get a chance, get outdoors today. God bless you.